We are back for another round of the Track World Touring Cars USA Tour powered by CMB Artworks. Today we're at Homestead Speedway, the home of the fastest race on the calendar. Round number 3 of the championship sees us cruising towards the halfway stage as we are on the road circuit here, but with the infamous banking, it's going to be high speed and all action throughout these 2 races we have for you today. Heading into this round, we're going to take a quick look at the championship standings. Currently leading the way is AMS Murks on 1,058 points. Quite a big gap there over Track Bliss in second. Track Flash sits in third with Skunk High fourth. It's Creamed brings the second of the DC cars into the top 5. VR Impreza missing this time out in P6, so expect to see him falling down the order. Top of the AM drivers is Track Knight there in P9 with only 12 points ahead of Track Sturg. Then it's DOR Cragnon Cassidy in 11 and 12. PTG Ewok is also missing this weekend. Hostile Badger's going to be looking to make some ground on his AM rivals inside the top 10. Sean S91 again want to be climbing through the order, as is Killer Hoodie, Sonic Trod, the 2 TCR drivers absolutely inseparable in terms of the points. Track John's doing well considering he's only run 2 of his 4 races we've had so far. And then looking a little bit further down the order, you can see the drivers that aren't here this weekend. We've got SER Mercy, ORB Roadhog, Landyman, Nando are also missing as well. And then the lonely man at the end is Track Kraus. There is also a second championship going, that is the Teams Championship. Currently leading the way, it is Team DC, 2 cars in the top 5 of the standings. No surprise that they're leading the way in the Teams Championship, but they haven't got that big of a margin over the Iron Ladies. That's Track Stug and Twisted Bliss. Then you've got Rapid Response Racing, that is Mikey and Skunk High, both of those Audis going really well, with Fueled by JD, the 2 DOR boys in P4 there in the championship. Misfits is Track Woody and Track Knights, 2 AM drivers punching way above the weight at the moment, with the 2 TCR boys sat there in second place. With 2 races and some drivers missing, it is all to play for this weekend. There is also 2 lobbies, so loads of drivers potentially out of position. So let's have a look at the guys we're going to be focusing on today. This is the A lobby, brand new driver. First time out, Jim Tactical takes pole position. Not really surprised, you've seen his pace track. John again is up there in P2. Then it's Sean S91, AMS Murks, 4 independents in the top 4. And then you've got Skunk and the Rapid Response Racing, first of the team drivers. The sole remaining Lordo Racing car, Track Lawless, is there in P6. WRT McCallboy in 7, top AM driver. Track Sabine making his debut in the season, and the first time we've seen the BMW sat there in P8. It's Cream and Postcode Tom sat there at 9 and 10. And then there's a pair of AM drivers sat there on row number 6, MTG Hoodie and Mike in P12. Then it's Track Flash, Twisted Bliss, Hostile Badger, and the second of the TCR cars makes it into Pro Lobby and will start off P16. So 16 cars ready to do battle, first of 2 contests here at Homestead. The lights are on for the first time. Out they go. Really good reaction from the Mercedes at the front. Almost bordering on a jump start there. John's got a really slow start. Looks like Sean's got a good run in the Audi so far. He's going to take over second place. They head through the first corner, 3 wide at the back of the field. But it is Tactical that holds the lead as he heads through into the first braking zone and get ready to go through the hairpin for the first time. So Tactical leads. Sean is there in second. John's there in third. Looks like he's got Lawless right up behind him. Lawless runs a little bit wide as Tactical lights up the front wheels, and you've got side by side in the background that looks like Sabine's trying to take a chunk there out of AMS Murks. They head down the back straight for the first time. Looking at Sean, he's got a big gap already to Tactical in front, so he's going to have to work quite hard as the front guys are already stretched out. Lawless now down into 4th place. So Tactical, Sean runs a little bit wide. That could give John the opportunity, the Marvel Honda, to get a little bit closer. We've got Skunk Eye there in P5 as well. So it looks like it's all clean so far. No one's made a big mistake yet. Into the hairpin as we get ready to head onto the banking for the first time. The exit here is really important. This way you're going to see some slipstream overtaking. Tactical looks like he's not got the best run out of there, but you've got John now right up under the rear wing of Sean in front. The Honda's not that quick in a straight line, so he's going to want to try and get in the slipstream. You can see how the Audi has already pulled away from the Honda as they head through the banking for the first time. Look at the field, all in single file as you head through, all going low to get the best run through the banking. Now you got side by side Sabine, and I believe this is Flash going side by side into turn 1. Contact between the pair of them. It looks like the pair of them are going to go off. They're going to keep it out the barrier. Looks like the BMW's heading straight for a crash. Yes, he is. The Honda's also slow. He's got Lawless has gone wide on the outside, 3 wide with Tom McCallboy and Bliss have made contact. The 2 of them are off. And that's going to cause, I believe that is Mike, and I think that's Killer Hoodie that's got through there as well. He's trying to go side by side with McCallboy. McCallboy just about hangs on there. Looking at the 14 car, he's going to try and get the 59 Karcher car down into the braking zone of the bottom corner here. He's not quite close enough. Bliss sends it down the inside of Hoodie, and that could be an overtake there for the Iron Ladies car. Is not close enough to make it go, but that is a really big dive. He's spent the last lap or so getting right under the rear wing. He's going to try side-by-side into turn 1. Thinks a little bit better of it. That would have been a bit brave there from Bliss. We've seen that not come off already for the front guys. You've got McCollboy and Tom going side-by-side. As that's, I believe that Skunkai's gone off already. So Skunkai falling down the order straight away from the start. So not a good start from the Audis. You've got contact again between Tom and McCollboy. These two are taking chunks out of each other as Bliss and Hoodie are going at it again. Bliss now to the inside. He's a little bit close. He's got a bit of a better run this time around. Can he get the break in? Down into the bottom corner. He just gets his scythe down there. Runs a touch wide. The car understeers. Hoodie's not able to get the cut back though. And now there's Sonic Trog in there as well as the two TCR cars. So Bliss trying to make some swift progress here. He's caught right onto the back of postcode Tom. He tries to go to the inside of here. Tom looks like he's gone a little bit wide though on the inside. That could give Bliss the opportunity into this corner here. He's not close enough to go for it. The Chevy, definitely the quicker car out of these two as they both light up the front wheels. Bliss trying to go for the cutback now. Will he be able to get the power down? Not quite close enough this time. We've seen him throw a big move into this next corner. Tom goes a little bit defensive there. You can see the move coming, but going down the inside potentially. Bliss gets harder on the brakes. He's going to go right under the rear wing of that Audi. Try and get the run out of this corner. Looks like Tom's gone a little bit wide. Bliss going to get him under power here. Side by side, the pair of them just give each other enough room. Yes, they do. Now down the back straight, the Audi's not that good under braking here, so expect the Chevy to just sweep around the outside. Bliss, though, gets in front in the braking zone before they've even turned in. Tom's going to try and hold him on the inside there, but this is where the power of the Chevrolet really pays dividends. But it looks like the 43 cars just about got back in front, but they're side by side now, heading down the back straight onto the banking, looking at Bliss. He's just got the legs on the Audi. You can see him pulling alongside. Bliss goes high. Tom goes down low into the corner, but Bliss just looking like he might have to drop back into the slipstream here. He's going to try the inside into turn 1. This is going to be interesting. The pair trying to go side by side, but the Audi just getting away on the straight, and they head in towards turn number 1 once again. Tom's gone wide. He's clipped the grass. Looks like Bliss might have done it as well, so this might give Bliss the opportunity to get the position, and yes, he does. Fires it down the inside. Really good move there from Bliss in the Troopers car. So back towards the front of the field, you've got Murks and Lawless. I believe these guys are fighting over about 6th position at this point, and Murks is really trying to make some ground here. The number 1 car, the championship leader, not having such a good run at the moment. He doesn't have to worry about the guy in front of him, and of course his next championship rival Bliss is behind him, but they're going side by side into the hairpin. Murks going to try and line him up to go for a move down the back straight, but the Honda's not the quickest of the cars in a straight line. He gets a really good run off the corner there, but the Audi's just going to start streaking away as they get a little bit further down this straight. Lawless, though, doesn't have the grip and the grunt to go for it, so Murks looks like he's got the position. He goes low down the banking to defend, and Lawless is absolutely nowhere. But we are getting towards the point of a pit stop, so is Murks going to go for the early stop? Yes, he is. Murks dives into the pit lane. He goes to stop. Lawless has hit the wall. Oh, that was always a worry in this circuit. That pit lane entrance is a little bit tough to get into. Let's go on board with Lawless and see exactly what happened. Tries to carry as much speed into the pit lane entrance, straight to the scene of the accident. He does eventually get the car moved and into the pits. That's going to cost him a bunch of time, then drop him a lap. So Murks now coming out of the pit lane. He's going to have quite a bit of work to do, but he's in clear air, and he definitely can start pumping in some fast lap times around here, so it could pay off for him. So Murks has already dropped into the pit lane. Will McCollboy take the option here to come in? Yes, he does. So he's trying to cover the undercut from Murks. Murks came in the last lap. We've got Murks on the left-hand side looking at McCollboy going through the pit lane. It is quite a long transit time here. So Murks now is heading onto the back straight, getting ready to go into the banking. McCollboy currently sat in his pit box. Looks like a couple of other cars are taking the option of a pit stop. I believe that's postcode Tom that's in there as well. McCollboy now leaving his pit box. As you've got Murks coming through the banking, this is going to be close on the pit entrance, on the pit exit. McCollboy was right behind Murks when they came in towards the pits. Murks is on the pit straight now. McCollboy heading towards the pit exit. This is going to be tight. McCollboy leaving the pit lane now. There's the Mercedes. There's the Honda. Murks gets the position back on McCollboy, but the two now on nose to tail at this point. So McCollboy really gained there with the overcut, and Murks has some work to do now. So Sean was running right in front of Murks. He's seen how big the game was already with McCollboy. He's taken the opportunity to come in and cover Murks. Oh, he's hit the wall as well. He's done exactly the same as Lawless. Looks like, though, he's managed to get it flipped around and get it into the pit lane, as it looks like, I believe that's Mike dropping in the pits as well at the same time. Correction, that's Skunkai dropping in. So Skunkai leaving the pits now. Let's see what this does. So Sean did have a decent gap in front of Murks when they came into the pit lane. What's it going to be now? Waiting for the two to come across now. Sean's got out in front there at the two of them. So that instant did cost Sean some time, but lucky that it didn't cost him positions there. So Murks and McColboy with the potential now to get a few more places here, right behind Sean S91 in the 55 car. You've got Skunk Eye not too far away as well. So on board now with Sonic Trog. Let's see what happens here. He's heading in towards the pit lane. He's going to make the same mistake as everyone else. This time spins towards the outside of the road. He's not going to be able to get that in the pit lane. That pit entrance today has caused quite a few egos to get a little bit damaged, as well as a few cars. So Tactical's been through the pits. This is John pitting from the lead. Tactical's already gone past at this point. But is this going to be a case of John keeping hold of second after the issues that Sean's had so far? Sean was in front, but there's Skunk Eye coming through. Will he be able to keep hold of second place? It doesn't look like he's going to do it. So there's the Audi. There's one of them. It's a different Audi in front of him, and he almost loses out to Sean as well. So John comes back out in third place behind Skunk Eye, but crucially in front of Sean. At the front, though, it literally has been the Jim Tactical show. He's like pretty much every lap. Only the one he pitted on is the lap that he didn't lead. He's coming through the final corner now. His first race of the championship. It's his first victory, the third different winner. It's Jim Tactical that wins race 5 of the championship. 11 seconds clear of track. John, who did manage to get back in front of Skunk Eye, dropped him down into P4 with Sean S91 complete in the podium. McColboy and Murks fought for the entire race, but it was McColboy who took a space in the top 5. Mike takes home the AM honours in P7, Trap Bliss in 8th, MTG Hoodie in 9th, W810 Tom rounds at the top 10, then it's Hostile Badger, Trap Flash, It's Cream, Track to be one of the last runners. Track Lawless finishing home in P15, just over a lap down, with Sonic Trog with that instant to the pit lane, failing to see the flag at the end. With the promotion system in play, it means we lose Track Lawless and Sonic Trog, but we also gain Stug, Cassidy and DOR Snake Eye for race number 2. They'll start off the back, with the guys at the front being pegged back even further. Expect this one to be an even closer battle. Let's head down to the grid. So for the second time tonight, we're ready to go racing. Race number 6 of the championship, round number 2 of the night. Lights are on, out they go. Again, it looks like a really good start there from the Mercedes off the front row. There's a Mercedes on the second row going really well there, and looks like Bliss is going to fire it straight down the inside of the entire field, maybe. Go for second place. He's going to throw it down the inside into the first braking zone. Tactical's got away at the front. Bliss is up into second from outside the top 5. So really good start there from that rocket ship of a Chevrolet. And you got Skunk Eye and McColboy going side by side. Murks is up there, I believe, in 5th place at the moment. And it looks like you got Killer Hoodie as well. The TCR cars had a really good start, but it is Tactical that leads. Bliss there in second. McColboy just sneaking through in 3rd place. Or looking at Skunk Eye now in P4. Is he going to try a dive down the inside of the Mercedes? Not quite close enough to go for it this time. Murks are right on his rear bumper. Those guys for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th are really close at this point in the race. You've even got Hoodies there starting to get a bit of a gap behind from Sean S91. I believe that is in 6th place. Heading in towards the hairpin for the first time. Looks like Skunk Eye's going defensive. That's why he's got Murks around the outside of the Honda. The Honda really going deep into that corner, trying to get the run on the exit to defend from the Chevrolet at the same time. Really fancy run on the Audi as he head down the back straight. Tactical's got a really good lead. Looks like Bliss has caught up to him at the moment though, and he's got a bit more breathing room to McColboy. It looks like Skunk Eye's going low at the moment. Murks is thinking about going high. He's not quite close enough this time around to try and throw it through the banking, but he is right under the rear wing of that Audi. He's going to be pretty much side by side as he head down across the line for the first time through turn 1. And it really looks like Murks is going to try a run here. And McColboy's got a run there on Bliss as well as he heads towards the first braking zone at turn number 2. All of them so far getting through there nice and cleanly. A few cars trying to go side by side behind, but Tactical really does have the advantage at this point. McColboy in 3rd place, under pressure from Skunk Eye, with Murks trying to make some ground pretty quickly. The championship leader looking to defend his championship lead. The guy in front of him is the guy trying to take it away from him. McColboy goes defensive in towards that bottom corner now. Skunk Eye tries to go around the outside. He's probably going to have Murks having a look down the inside. The Honda thinks about it. Is there a little bit of a touch there? I think he's going to go side by side as Skunk Eye goes a little bit wide, trying to gain a position. The Audi's actually lost a position. Is the Honda going to get 2 positions in a couple of corners to move up onto the podium? Still side by side with the 420 car. Brilliant racing between these 3. As you can see, Bliss is caught right up to Tactical in front. So Murks fires it around the outside of McColboy now. Is he going to be able to get the run out of the corner? It looks like he's going to be 3 wide as they head down the back straight. He's going to be really lucky if these guys don't come to blows. Hoodie there in the 14 car is ready to pick up the pieces when it inevitably does. 3 wide into the banking, though the 59 car comes out on top, and Murks and Skunk Eye still side by side. The 420 car not giving an inch to the number 1 car, the reigning touring car champion, as they head down to put the 2nd lap in the book. It's still side by side between these two, but this time Murks though has the edge. As we go back towards the front, Tactical looks like he's coming under a bit more pressure. He's running a little bit wide there actually. Bliss trying to go for lead. Bliss down the inside. Will the Chevrolet be able to get in contact between the pair of them? Bliss takes the lead here at Homestead as we go on to lap number 3 of this 11 lap race, and Bliss just about has the lead now away from Tactical. Is he going to be able to break away, or is the Mercedes going to come straight back at him? The 365 car's going to try and take the racing line. Bliss thinks about going for a defensive move. He's slow into that corner. He's gone wide. That's the answer to our question. Tactical takes the lead back straight away from Bliss. Gets the nose in front. The 365 car now takes the lead. And while all that's been going on, we've got battle further behind. This is Mike coming under pressure from, I believe, Trap Flash. Badges in there as well. Contact between the pair of them. Are they going to keep it on the road? The pair a little bit squeamish, a little bit sideways. Looks like both of them have gone off the road. You've got Snake Eye and Tom going side by side there as well, just about letting the Audi get back on. Profit there from Badger as he just gets in front at this point. You've got these really closing into these guys in front. If these guys stop fighting, if they just work together, they can catch these cars in front as they're fighting as well. Looking at Snake Eye, that Castrol liveried Honda looking absolutely fantastic here, as it looks like you've got Flash and Sabine going sideways. Contact there between Mike and Tom, so Mike gets the position back there. Badger's already cleared off thanks to these guys starting to fight, and you've got a train of cars now firing it down in towards the bottom hairpin. The 40 car though right up under the rear wing of the Honda in towards the hairpin, and you can see the top guys again are getting closer as well. You've got McColboy going really close, and Flash, I believe that is down the inside the 10 car, and Tom's gone really wide. He's lost a couple of places. You've got Sabine and Cassidy have got past the Audi now, so terrible start for the Audi as he looks like he's just got back in front of the Chevrolet, but Mike now going low, trying to take a position away here and get onto the coattails of that Honda in front. Back at the front though, you've got Bliss and Tactical going at it again. That Chevrolet's really quick through the quicker stuff here. The Mercedes short wheelbase doesn't really work for it. It's all squeamish again. Tactical looks like he's thrown it away once again, and Bliss throws it down the inside for the second time this race. Bliss takes the lead. Is Murks going to be able to get the move on Tactical this time though? Instead of losing one place, he might be about to lose two, but the Mercedes just about hangs on from the Honda. Awesome racing at the front of this field. Amazingly, it's staying clean for now, but Tactical has to go defensive. He can feel the pressure. He walked away with the first race. He's having to fight for this one now. We've seen Bliss and Murks go nose to tail in the 2 opening rounds we've had so far. Now there's a third car involved in this, and it's making it even better racing. Murks right under the rear wing of the Mercedes, trying to throw it towards the inside, but Tactical's going to go defensive on the way in towards the hairpin. The Honda's really strong out of this corner. It's really got that get up and go, and he's trying to hold it around the outside, but these two already, even though they're fighting, they are still managing to catch up with that Chevrolet in front. This is where the Chevy's strong though. The Chevy can just pull away if it throws the racing line. So just behind these guys, you've got Skunk Eye and Hoodie going at it. That Chevrolet's really got some get up and go about it. Heading in towards the first corner, flat out for both of these cars. Both of them have gone off. They've both run wide. We've seen this happen so many times this season or this weekend. And it's Sean that gets through. You've got Snake Eye gets through, Badger gets through. There's a whole host of cars. Now the 2 rapid response cars on nose to tail. Mike's come through. Cassidy's trying to get the move as well. Back at the front though, Tactical is really under pressure from Murks. Murks gets to dive down the inside, and this could potentially be second place going away from Tactical here. And this is everything that Murks needs. He needs to score as many points as possible. Bliss is right up in the front of this championship as well, so he's losing points to a championship rival while he tries to get past Tactical, who isn't in a championship fight. This is only his first weekend. That Honda though looking really strong at this point. He's hounding the back of the Mercedes. This is a sprint race, so there is no pit stops to try and get any dividends. You've got to make the moves on track. But look actually how quickly they've caught up to that Chevrolet. I said it was going strong. Bliss maybe has a bit of an issue there, maybe had a slow run off the banking, and he's gone wide. He's gone off the track. Tactical's gone through. Tactical takes the lead back once again, and Murks gets through for second place for the first time in this. So one little mistake there for Bliss. He loses 2 places. This is how close these guys are. They're nose to tail. Bliss is doing everything he can to try and get back past Murks. He's using the slipstream. Murks is thrown towards the outside of the corner, and it looks like he's just got second place back away from Murks there. Has to slot in behind the Chevrolet. The Chevy's so strong in a straight line. That Honda's no slouch either, despite it being one of the slower cars in a straight line here. The Honda's thing's all about handling. But he tries to throw it down the inside of the faster corner into the braking zone. 3 wide. It's not going to work. Both of them have come off. Bliss is on the grass once again. That's going to decide this race. So through the final corner for the final time, Tactical, he dominated race number 1. He's had to fight for this one. Tactical doubled up here at Homestead to take the win. Bliss comes home in second. Murks there in third place. McCallboy, Snake Eye complete the top 5. Impressive considering that Honda came off the back of the grid. Sean S91 in 6th, Track Flash in 7th. Mike wins the AM battle between himself and Badger. The pair nose to tail as they cross the line. Cassidy completes the top 10. With Sabine and Stug in 11th and 12th, it's Cream led home postcode Tom, who was the last to finish as Skunk Eye in P15, and MTG Hoodie didn't see the flag. So after those two races, let's take a look at the championship standings, and it's still AMS Murks who holds the top spot, 1,620 points, just under 200 points ahead clear of Twisted Bliss in second. Skunk Eye there in third with Track Flash in fourth. McCallboy on 1,044 rounds out the top 5 with Snake Eye not too far behind in P6. It's Cream and Sean S91 finishing all-pro top 8, with Stug taking over the top spot in the AM category in P9. Hostile Badger's not that far away in P10, with Mikey in P11. Track Knight in 12th, Cassidy in 4th, and VR in Predator and MTG Hoodie round out the top 15. DOR Craganon and Track John again amazingly tied, considering John has only done a handful of the races. Tactical goes in at P18 after a perfect 600, just ahead of postcode Tom and Sonic Trog. Then you've got PTG Ewok, Track Lawless heading home, a gaggle of AM drivers, with Track Sabine going in there in P30. Rounding out the back end of the field is ORB Roadhog, Landyman, PTG Nando, rounding out the 33 car field. In the team championship, it's even closer, with it all tied up at the top. Team DC and the Iron Ladies tied on 2,166 points, with Rapid Response Racing just a little bit further behind in P3. Fueled by JD in P4 with the all-AM pairing of Track Woody and Track Knight in P5 for the Misfits. TCR are there in P6 with Lordo Racing and Team Tweaks with a lot of catching up to do ahead of PTG Cookie Monsters. So the next time that we see the Track World Touring Car Championship is when we head to the only street circuit of the calendar, to Long Beach. If you like what you saw, you want to see more, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to check out CMB Artworks, who are currently sponsoring this season. Stay safe, take care, and we will see you at Long Beach.